Ibrahim Traoré, the young and fearless president of Burkina Faso, boarded a European flight one. Early morning, dressed in nothing more than a simple jacket and jeans. To anyone watching, he looked like an ordinary traveler, blending in with the crowd without the pomp or entourage that usually surrounds world leaders. But hidden behind that modest appearance was a man who had become a symbol of courage and African pride, admired by millions for standing up to powerful nations and defending his country's sovereignty. As he stepped quietly into the cabin, a flight attendant caught sight of him and, without a moment's pause, assumed he didn't belong where he was. Her eyes narrowed, and with a dismissive flick of her hand, she snapped, "Sir, this area is reserved for VIP passengers. Please take a seat in the back." The air grew tense. Some passengers shifted uncomfortably, sensing the sharpness in her tone. But Ibrahim Traoré didn't flinch. His calm expression and steady gaze made it clear he wasn't shaken. "I believe I am exactly where I should be," he replied in a low, even voice. Yet the attendant pressed on, her arrogance swelling as she insisted he move, even pointing toward the rear of the plane. What she failed to see was the quiet authority in his eyes, an authority that didn't need to be announced. Just as the tension threatened to grow, another crew member rushed forward, whispering frantically into the attendant's ear. Her face turned pale in an instant. She had just realized the ordinary man she had ordered to the back was none other than President Ibrahim Traoré, a leader who had shaken the world stage with his defiance of colonial powers. The murmurs among the passengers grew louder. Phones were subtly lifted as people tried to capture the moment. The flight attendant's arrogance crumbled into panic. She stuttered out an apology, but Traoré's response silenced the cabin. "Respect," he said evenly, "should not depend on who a person is, but on the fact that they are a person." His words hung heavy in the air, cutting through the silence more sharply than any anger could. The crew straightened, the passengers watched with admiration, and the once dismissive attendant stood frozen in her regret. As the plane soared into the skies, the incident became more than just a confrontation. It became a lesson. People would later retell the story of how Ibrahim Traoré, dressed in humility, revealed the emptiness of arrogance and the true meaning of respect. For the passengers, it was unforgettable. For the attendant, it was a mistake she would never dare repeat.